Hey friends, it's Charles here. And every time I talk about Conan, I feel like I say now is the best time to jump in if you're not reading it. But now may be the best time to jump in if you're not reading Conan from Titan Comics. We had just finished the Frost Giant's Daughter story arc and starting a brand new one. Pardon me, got a little throat tickle there. All right. And it is featuring one of my favorite characters in all of Conan lore, Belit, the Queen of the Black Coast, a infamous pirate queen. One thing I love about this character is we all know Conan to be tough and seemingly heartless and mercenary in his ways, but Belit really introduced a new side to Conan, a side that so much wasn't so much soft. Yeah, you would say a softer side, a more vulnerable side. While he's still a badass, he allows himself to be vulnerable with her. And I think it's because he's found a match not only in might but cunningness and the zest for the life that they lead. And with this story, at first I was kind of taken aback because in the preamble it starts saying, for nearly a year, Conan of Cimmeria has operated as a corsair alongside Belit, the Queen of the Black Coast, taking on the alias of Armor the Line. Conan terrorized the Western Sea, hunting for riches and plunder. And I thought to myself, why are they jumping a year into such an important relationship in Conan? But you trust the writing, you read on, and they cover that via flashbacks, that first introduction. And quite frankly, if you read the Cimmerian from the Blaze comics, if you read the Conan Marvel run, you're going to be familiar with that first meeting. So they jump ahead, they revisit that first meeting in flashbacks, and then we go where they are kind of relaxing in a port city in between missions of plunder, and they're letting their guard down and they're just having a romantic time, and you're really getting to see that relaxed side of Conan, that vulnerable side of Conan, which really humanizes him. And in this beautiful full page panel here, you get to see, her seductive dance that she does for Conan. And that is when we bring the memory up to the present tense, because when he first met her, he was part of a ship. He's a crew of a ship that they were raiding, and he fought his way to her ship and was facing certain death. But she spared him and did this dance for him. And this is kind of bringing that moment into the present tense where they are. And I am not going to show you the following panels because I don't want to get my YouTube channel shut down while it's just getting started. But let's just say things get a little adult. They get a little mature until they are set upon by some other robbers, four of them, and they robbed the wrong couple because they thought they were going after some soft royals. They were going to get some cash, get some jewels, but they ran up on Conan and Belit, and it went as well as you imagine it could. And between the two of them, they took out three, and the leader of the crew that broke into the room, to save herself, she let them in on something that her crew was planning, a robbery of another seafarer who's in port, Stygian, who has an important cargo that they're carrying that has been sold, and they were planning on robbing it. And she traded the information on that for her life. And so it seems that Conan and Bella are going to be teaming up with this person who tried to rob them to steal this Stygian treasure, uh, really an exciting time in Conan. I think that Titan Comics, whoever is writing it, it seems that they have went back over recent Conan history, and they're not playing the hits. They're not repeating stuff that you've seen if you've been reading Conan the past few years. They're taking those familiar stories and they're bringing them from a different angle. And I think that that is very hip, where you get the same stories, the classic Robert E. Howard stories from a different direction. And so this is number 17 is a great time to get hop in and start reading Conan. And this is the first time that we see Bellet involved in a Titan Comics Conan. So this is a monumental issue, in my opinion, because we get Bellet and we get her and Conan together a year into them working together. So check it out at your local comic book store. And like I always say, if you don't have a local comic book store, visit coffeeandthecomic.com. They have great prices, great service. And me personally, since I get books every week, I pay a flat rate monthly, $23 a month, gets me weekly deliveries from California to my doorstep in Wyoming. And you can see those unboxings every Wednesday. So I'll see you guys next time. Until then, keep reading them books. Get Conan number 17 from Titan Comics. You will not be disappointed. I'm out.